What do you make of this announcement by Malacanang that the president wanted yung mga binanggit ko pong pieces of legislation prioritized? In particular, itong anti-political dynasty bill. Do you buy it?
Well, first of all, I think we have to differentiate between the president certifying bills as urgent and simply prioritizing them. May legal difference kasi yung dalawa eh. When you simply prioritize, you're simply informing the leadership of both houses na gusto mo itong particular na mga panukala. Pero pag sinertify niya as urgent yan, it allows the House to fast track the bills. In fact, it would have allowed us to at least pass the ICA-IC bill before Christmas. Kasi under the Constitution, dapat separate days ang readings ng isang bill. Pag na-certify as urgent yan, that can be bypassed. Pero ganun pa man, it's at least a sign that the president is heeding the call of the people na magkaroon na talaga ng mga reforma sa ating pamahalaan.
Okay. Ang inisip ko po rito, Congressman, no? Nung inanunsyo po ito ng Malacanang, sinabi lang na pinapaprioritize ito ng Pangulo. Tapos sumulpot po itong panukalang batas ni na Speaker Bogie D at saka ni Sandro Marcos, their own version of an anti-political dynasty bill. Kasi 'di ba meron po mga pending anti-political dynasty bills na po sa House of Representatives. Yun mismo 'di ba pwede na po niyang i-certify sa urgent, tama po ba?
Yes, yung mga nakasalang na, actually, pwede na yon. In fact, nung tiningnan namin yung final ni Speaker at ni Majority Leader na political dynasty bill, it's the complete opposite of what we filed in Furakbayan party list. Para
Bakit
sa
po?
amin, ang aming our entire purpose in preparing and filing our anti-political dynasty bill was to end political dynasties of all shapes and forms. Not just yung tinatawag na fat, pati rin yung mga thin political dynasties. Pero kung titingnan kasi natin yung final ni Speaker at ni Majority Leader, ay mapapansin natin that it only prohibits dynasties within the same level. So for example, national, hindi pwedeng magkasabay, let's say, district, provincial, municipal, pati barangay, ganon. Pero hindi niya pinagbabawal yung meron kang isang member ng political dynasty na nasa, let's say, Senate, tapos meron ka na nasa governor, meron ka na nasa city, provincial or municipal or even barangay. So those loopholes would actually allow a political dynasty to continue. At alam naman natin, ang sigaw ng bayan ay tanggalin na, tapusin na ang mga political dynasties. Yung final naman namin sa akbayan is very comprehensive. Kaya sa national or local yan, hindi pwedeng maupo sabay yung any family members within the fourth degree of affinity or consanguinity. Pati succession ay covered din sa amin. So we sought to really pass a law that will put an end once and for all to political dynasties.
So yun sa inyo, isa lang po kada pamilya, tama po ba yan?
At of course, dadaan ito, Christian, sa sa deliberations sa committee and later sa plenary. We're still hoping that we will find a way to to consolidate all those bills, but at the same time, we will continue to push for an end to political dynasties through provisions that will prohibit both vertical and horizontal dynasties and cut across national and local.
Okay. Ang inisip ko po rito, Kong Chel, is this, no? Meron na existing na mga anti-political dynasty bills na kung talagang gusto ng Pangulo na magkaroon ng ganung batas na enabling law, pwede naman niyang i-certify as urgent. Pero mukhang inintay pa na sumite ng kanilang version yung kanyang anak at saka itong si Speaker Bogie D. Ang reality po, no, alam niyo po ito sa Kongreso, yung final ng speaker tapos sa majority leader, para magiging ano yan primus inter pares. Unwritten rule, di ba? Pero parang yung lalabas sa priority dyan. Tama po ba? So how do you deal with that kind of reality there in Congress?
Alam mo, iba na rin ang takbo ngayon na Christian, kasi alam ng majority na talagang minamanmanan sila ng taong bayan. In fact, that's why they had to bend and make these pronouncements that suddenly opened the door to laws like the anti-political dynasty, to the party-list reform, to the Independent Commission against Infrastructure Corruption, and even the Cadena Law. Kasi this would not have happened if there was not a strong pushback from the people. And that must continue. Kung ang laro lang sa loob ng Kongreso yung tulad ng dati, you're right that usually what the speaker files or the majority leader, kung ano man yung file nila, that's what tends to be the central basis of any law, kahit na maraming iba't ibang version.
Pero
Pero
mukhang may laban kayo rito, dito sa
tingin ko,
panukalan nila.
ibang environment ngayon eh. And kailangan, basta para sa amin, kailangan itutulak namin ito. Because it's very clear that we all know the strong connection between corruption and political dynasties.
So dito po how much are you willing to compromise? Kasi deliberations po yan and you're dealing with a lot of political dynasties within the same house. Are you willing to compromise doon po sa at least kunwari yung fourth degree of consanguinity and affinity?
I don't really want to show our cards at this early stage.
Okay,
It might be-
understandably. Sige po.
But of course, there will be give and take. Now, do we draw the line? To me, we can never lose sight of the main objective, which is tapusin na yung political dynasties. At we have been waiting for this for 38 years. Kaya it's since the opportunity is there, we will try our best to make it happen and make it a reality.
Kung sakasakali ang makalusot yung version po nitong nila Speaker Bogie D at Majority Leader Sandro Marcos, ano po yung nakikita yung implications nito moving forward?
Tuloy pa rin ang political dynasties. Kasi the families can still field. Let's say malakas ako sa isang area. So kaya kong itakbo, makuha yung congressional seat. Tapos kaya ko rin on the provincial level, municipal level, city level. Siyempre, if you give that opportunity to a political dynasty, they will take advantage of it. And their hold will continue. At mapapansin ng taong bayan yan. Kasi pag mangyari yan, after the elections, ang sasabihin ng mga residente doon, anong political dynasty law ang pinag-uusapan natin? Anong anti-political dynasty law? Bakit andito pa rin yung mga dati nang nakaupo dyan na magkakasama sa isang pamilya?
Kasi parang lumalabas ito yung version nila basically protects their own political dynasties. Kasi ganun yung situation ng mga D, ganun po yung situation ng mga Marcos and many other political dynasties, don't you think?
Well, it's hard to for me to guess what their motivations are. But if you look at the provisions of their proposal, it would allow. Kasi siya parang national, ito lang ang bawal, fourth degree. Local, ito lang ang bawal. Pero pag pinagsama mo yung iba-ibang kategorya, pwede.